Episode number 206. I said Athos, exchanging a smile with D'Artagnan and Aramis. It is very clear you acted nobly with regard to the poor lad, that is like a good master. In short, said Porthos, when all my expenses are paid, I shall have, at most, 30 crowns left. And about 10 pistols, said Aramis. Well, then it appears that we are the Croesuses of the society. How much have you left of your 100 pistols, D'Artagnan? Of my 100 pistols? Why, in the first place I gave you 50. You think so? Pardieu. Ah, that is true. I recollect. Then I paid the host 6. What a brute of a host. Why did you give him 6 pistols? You told me to give them to him. It is true, I am too good-natured. In brief, how much remains? 25 pistols, said D'Artagnan. And I, said Athos, taking some small change from his pocket. You, nothing. My fate. So little that it is not worth reckoning with the general stock. Now, then, let us calculate how much we possess in all. Porthos, 30 crowns. Aramis, 10 pistols. And you, D'Artagnan? 25. That makes in all, said Athos. 475 livres, said D'Artagnan, who reckoned like Archimedes. On our arrival in Paris, we shall still have 400, besides the harnesses, said Porthos. But at true purses, said Aramis. Well, of the 4 horses of our lackeys we will make 2 for the masters, for which we will draw lots. With the 400 livres we will make the half of one for one of the unmounted, and then we will give the turnings out of our pockets to D'Artagnan, who has a steady hand, and will go and play in the first gaming house we come to. There. Let us dine, then, said Porthos. It is getting cold. The friends, at ease with regard to the future, did honor to the repast, the remains of which were abandoned to Mousqueton, Bazin, Planchet, and Grimaud. On arriving in Paris, D'Artagnan found a letter from M. de Tréville, which informed him that, at his request, the king had promised that he should enter the company of the Musketeers. As this was the height of D'Artagnan's worldly ambition, apart, be it well understood, from his desire of finding Mme. Bonacieux, Iran, full of joy, to seek his comrades, whom he had left only half an hour before, but whom he found very sad and deeply preoccupied. They were assembled in council at the residence of Athos, which always indicated an event of some gravity. M. de Tréville had intimated to them His Majesty's fixed intention to open the campaign on the 1st of May, and they must immediately prepare their outfits.